Hey guys, welcome back to Teeny's Life. I just want to make this video just a real quick one. It's definitely taken me a while to upload this because I was kind of wrestling with it, whether I should or shouldn't. I hadn't got my license yet, and I don't know, I just didn't want to mess anything up, but I've got my license now, I'm working, and I just feel like, okay, now is a good time for me to go ahead and make this video. I just want to kind of talk about my experience at Paul Mitchell School and how it went for me. This in no way is a reflection on Paul Mitchell across the country. This is my personal experience that I had during the aesthetics program. I was really excited when I took my tour. It just seemed like such a great place, and everyone wants to be a part of something great. I took the nighttime aesthetic course at Paul Mitchell, and I was working from 8 to 5, going to school from 5:30 to 10 every night of the week, Monday through Friday. And I was working really hard to study and to create my own education, because when I arrived, we had a teacher, and she was a sweet old lady. She was so kind, but she wasn't a teacher. Like, she didn't have the skills to be in charge of a class and to teach. Her idea of teaching was reading from the book, like each chapter out loud from the book. And I quickly found out that, okay, I have to take charge of my own education, and I have to be my own advocate. And I just really want to encourage people to always stand up for yourself, always, choose you. Because in this particular, circumstance, the school was not looking out for me, they were looking out for them. And, I had high expectations when I went there, and I thought, oh my God, Paul Mitchell, it's a household name. This is gonna look great that I went to school here. But I truly just feel like I was let down. It really felt like we were an afterthought. And it was like they forgot we were going to start school. It was crazy. Nothing was prepared, nothing. It was just one letdown after another at that school. And we never had supplies. Our teachers are being fired left and right. We never had a proper instructor. It was just crazy. And everyone would always ask me, how's school going? And of course I loved, making new friends and being with the girls, but that wasn't my focus on being there. So, creating my own education and making sure that I basically lived in the wax room, but making sure that I got what I needed became a full-time job. I was constantly doing my own research, looking at my own answers, because there wasn't anyone there to help me. There was no type of mentor that I thought would be available to me, because I was told that, we have someone here to help you with job hunting. We have, if you need to talk about anything, we have this person. If ever anything is wrong with your hours, just come see us. It's not a problem. We're here for you. And we quickly found out that that was not the case, that the job people were never there. The postings that they had on the job wall were the same ones that were there before I started. There was never any new postings. Anytime you needed to speak with someone, it was oh no, that's this person's job. That's this person's job. And it was every week it was a new person's job. Oh, they changed it to this person. And I'm okay, can you guys just tell me who I need to talk to get this figured out? Because I truly, nobody wants to be in school longer than they have to be, and I was ready to get out in the real world and make this money, right? I just want to be able to tell my story, so that, because I know when I was looking to go to school, I researched YouTube and tried to find some information from former students in the aesthetics program, and I wasn't able to find much of what I was looking for. So I just wanted to share my experience and to let you know that if you do choose to go to a school like I went to, just know that your main priority is not anything other than studying and getting yourself prepared to take your state boards. Nothing else matters. This is your life, and this is your choice, and this is what you're doing to make a better future for yourself. And if that means that you have to go to a school because it's the only one nearby you, and you have to create your own education, then do that. But don't let anyone in the school or anyone around you like try to bring you down. It really sucks because you think like this awesome school, Paul Mitchell, this is gonna be great. But it was really a letdown and I was very disappointed. I feel like it's definitely overpriced. I didn't get what I paid for. I truly did not get what I paid for. And it was just like nobody cared because they knew you were only gonna be there a few months. I wish I would have had this information beforehand because I truly think that I would have chose a different school because Paul Mitchell cost a lot of money. It cost a little over 10 grand to go there and it wasn't worth the money at all. There are so many other schools and yeah, they're smaller and they don't have that big brand name, but I know people that have gone to these other schools and they just had the best experience. There was always someone there to answer their questions. There was always someone there to support them and to be there for the students and to help facilitate a learning environment for them. And I mean, I am a little sad that that didn't happen for me, but at the same time, like I feel that everything happens for a reason and maybe I just needed to learn to take charge and to be in charge of my life. And I feel like I definitely learned that at Paul Mitchell. I definitely learned how to, you know, be my own advocate and really stand up for myself. I just want you to be aware that if you are looking to go to Paul Mitchell the school, don't let my story influence your decision, but let it be just information that you can take from. There are plenty of other schools that cost a fraction of what Paul Mitchell cost and are just as good, if not better. And in the end, you get the same result. You get your license, and that's what matters. Getting your license is what matters. That is what you go to school for, to prepare for. I just felt like I had to share my experience at Paul Mitchell the school because I know that I was very disappointed. And I feel like if I had been warned or if I had been maybe, you know, I don't know, if I had a little bit more information, I think that I may have chosen a different school. I don't think it's the best option. I don't think that they're the best school. I think that they have a high turnover as far as staff is involved. There's no sense of accountability at that school. Just know that if you do choose to go to Paul Mitchell, that you are your teacher. You are your teacher. Just remember that. That way you don't have these high expectations. I still haven't got my certificate of completion from that school. I've gone to that school a couple times to pick it up, and each time they tell me that that person is not there. And that's like another thing that goes on at that school. There's never anybody there to help you, and when you do find someone, it's rare. And I just feel like that scenario happens a lot, like at that school. Like I said, we didn't have enough supplies. There was never, as far as like when clients came, it was always going to the same people. I don't think that they were playing favoritism, but I do think that they weren't paying attention. And like when you're in school, that is your livelihood, right? Like you ask your friends to come in, you ask your family to come in, but they can't always come in. But there is a stream of guests, and when one person is always getting all the guests, it makes you wonder, like, why aren't I getting this experience too? Like, I paid for this experience too. If I were to act the way that the employees at that particular school acted, I wouldn't have a job. Like, I know my employer wouldn't be happy if I just showed up to work and didn't work, or I didn't do what I said I was going to do, because, you know, you're paid to do something, and when you're not performing, I'm not really sure what you're doing. Like, how is that fair to me? Why must I be my own teacher? Why must I be the one looking for the answers? Like, I paid you to help me. I paid you to get me from point A to point B. And the only reason that I was able to pass my written test was because I was my own teacher. I didn't have anyone else to teach me, and there was no one there taking responsibility. If there's anything you guys want to know or hear about, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. I'm happy to reply to all your comments. I know I was gone from YouTube for a while, but, you know, we had state boards, we had, you know, just all this stuff going on, and I was really just fighting to make sure that I was able to take my state board and pass, because I know that there, you know, have been people that didn't pass. And I think I feel like quite a few people in my class didn't pass, and I truly feel like that is a reflection on the school. They were not prepared. The school did not prepare the students to take the test, and that's a shame, because that's what we paid for, is to have teachers and to have someone show us what to do and to give us quality education, which we did not receive. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. Thank you. Have a great day.